guys, how you doing? It's Billy here. Last time you saw me in this configuration and I was showing some stick stuff, it was recoil basics for the stick boxing curriculum that I practice and teach. Tonight we have the same kind of idea, but I'm introducing or showing again the pole target, and it's a 3/4 inch pipe wrapped with foam and tape. And the nice thing about this is you can do broken strikes or recoil strikes and full strikes. So, as an example, if I'm standing in front of it and I strike it here as a recoil strike, or I can go through it. You see how it comes through this way, or I can recoil. And you also get the rebound of contact. The main difference with the bungee is there's not a lot of resistance when you make contact with the bungee, but it's a great targeting tool. So you get, you practice your tip accuracy. You start playing with the idea of where your tip is hitting on the bungee, so you get the idea of range control and that kind of feedback. With the pole target here, you get a little more resistance. It's a little bit more realistic, and it gives you a little bit more feedback with contact. So then you have the stick rebound to contend with. Obviously, if your stick hits something big enough, it's not going to go all the way through, and then you have to recoil the strike or pull it through. The whole idea with everything between broken strikes and full strikes is stick control. And so that's really what all this is about. With the stick boxing curriculum, we basically deal with it in a punching format, a lot like boxing. And if there's a double stick, your lead stick will do a lot of the jabbing, and your rear stick will do a lot of the full strikes. Just a lot like a jab and a cross is. But with the single stick application, it's really working the jab. And there's different aspects of the jab, and then there's also the wit tick or snaps. There's also Abanico aspects, and also the broken and the full strike aspects. But the idea is to practice putting together simple things that you can pull off in real time. And remember, I use the stick as an improvised weapon, okay? I'm not an Eskrima teacher. I don't claim to be. But Eskrima has a lot of useful tools for application of stick boxing. And remember what stick boxing is, okay? It's boxing with an improvised weapon in your hand. It does have an application. It is valid. You might not see it often, if you've even heard of it, but it's something that I work on, that I choose to share, and that's what I'm about, okay? So, getting back to drilling and practicing, again, we all know the jab, and punch into a jab. You do the same thing with the stick, okay? And the stick just goes out straight. And you just practice touching, okay? What does the jab do? A jab sets up other shots. If you land it, great. If you don't, great. But you're usually drawing some sort of a reaction from your opponent. And so when you're using a stick, okay, if I'm jabbing at your face and then your hand goes up, okay, or your stick moves, if your stick tip is somewhere around here, where's your hand going to be? Somewhere around here. So if I jab here, see, it just works nice and quick. That's the whole idea. You're just practicing throwing your stick up there. And this big white tape area is basically the face. All right? And this element down here is somewhere around the hand. Now, for the sake of the pole target, I'm using that as the target, right? If I had a person in front of me, it would be them, obviously. All right? But this is the next step to being useful if you don't have a live body. All right? And many times I do not. When I have the luxury of being able to spar and work on any kind of reality-based altercations, I love it. When I can have training partners. Just a note for anybody out there who's interested. But with that said, it's all about stick control as an improvised weapon. So, again, we work off the jab, go to the hand, jab, go to the hand. Notice that's inside or outside. These can also be full strikes. Okay? And my stick just snapped. But anyway, I'll switch over to a wooden one and continue. Okay? This could be full strike. Okay? So see, so this still go through. I still have to control the stick. All right? Now, these can also be abanico. Okay? Here. Okay? They could be straight up stab. Just looking at basic stab. All right? The stab and the jab is a little bit different. The stab is a dedicated point forward. The jab is straight and horizontal. Okay? Just comes straight in. Okay, the stick is usually held vertical. Now, does that mean I gotta go like this? No, I go like that too. I can go like that too. Okay, right? But here. See the idea? When you can learn to use the stick in a fashion like boxing, it's very fast and very wicked, especially if you can understand how to use the tip like a punch. So that's the idea with the stick boxing curriculum that I teach and practice. It's real important to understand that basic. I'm not swinging the stick down. I'm popping it forward and trying to hit my target. And when you're baiting like in boxing, that's exactly how you use it. And obviously the full power strikes, you know, where you swing it through, the whole idea is to hit it hard, right? Because you have set that blow up. To start swinging full strikes forward is almost foolish because you're going to cross your center line and that's where you're open. Cross your center line, that's where you're open. Because you have acceleration, impact, deceleration. All right? That's how it works. So the broken strikes or recoil strikes are something that you want to master and really get a handle on because it's really useful for quick deployment of fast striking. Okay? Thank you very much. It's just what I wanted to share a little bit about this full target. I'm going to start bringing it up a little bit more as I start sharing different things I work on as far as baiting. There's also the defensive approach of blocking first and then going in for your strikes too. That's also valid. Roger Agabolis does a lot of that from Jamaica Scrimma. Very useful stuff, okay? Learning how to fight off the block, okay? I like that too, and when I trained under Roger, that's exactly what he taught me to do, is to work on blocking. Jason and I went to a seminar with him and it was very good. And that's something that I picked up. But I didn't see very much broken striking, and I kept thinking to myself, this would really work well, the boxing format. So that's why I go in that direction. Anyhow, I hope everyone's having a good evening, and if you have any questions, 818-987-1760 or billyboston@gmail.com, okay? Thank you very much. Till next time, take care.